What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this episode of The More You Know, we're going to take a look at an up-and-coming player who has really been making a name for himself in the league recently, and that is Mr. Allan Winans. We're going to go over some interesting facts about his life, including his career so far, where he ranks among other elite players, his signature move, the knuckle curve, and even a little bit about what the future could hold for him. So stay tuned, everybody. It's going to be a fun one today. Let's go. All right, first things first. For anyone who might not know much about Allan Winans, let me fill you in real quick. Allan Washington was born in Compton, California on April 6, 1997, which makes him 24 years old as of this year. And for those of you that like to see the physical attributes of your favorite athletes, Winans stands at 6 foot 6 inches tall and weighs about 230 pounds. So a pretty big guy. And since we're here to talk about baseball, he throws right-handed, bats right-handed, and was drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays in the second round of the 2018 draft out of high school. And currently, as of today, September 2022, he is playing for the Durham Bulls, which is the Triple-A affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, if you've seen Allan play, you probably already know that he possesses a 4-pitch repertoire consisting of a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and his signature move, the knuckle curve. But if you want to get technical, he actually has thrown 5 different pitches in his career. He just doesn't throw them often. Those 5 pitches are a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a cutter, a slider, and a changeup. In addition to the knuckle curve, which is his most dominant pitch, all of these pitches have been effective for him throughout his career, but there's definitely a couple that stand out. Looking at his fastball first, it sits around 93 to 96 miles per hour, and he does possess a very high spin rate on it, which is great. Spin rate refers to how fast the ball spins on a rotational axis as it is released from the pitcher's hand. This is important because the more spin rate a pitch has, the more movement it will have when it gets to the plate, and this can make a huge difference when trying to deceive the hitter. Hitters are always looking for certain things when they're at the plate. They're looking for the location of the pitch and any sort of movement it may have. If they see a fastball coming in, they know it's going to be moving one way, and if they see a curveball coming in, they know it's going to be moving another way. But if you throw a pitch that has an extremely high spin rate, the movement on the pitch can be deceiving and the batter won't know what to do. This is why Allan Winans has found so much success with his signature move, the knuckle curve. Now, to describe what a knuckle curve is, it is basically a breaking ball that grips the outside part of the hand, the knuckles, instead of gripping the seams of the ball like you would with a normal curveball. This allows the pitcher to have more control over the pitch and to throw it for strikes in any count. And I think this is what sets Winans' knuckle curve apart from everybody else's. It's his control of the pitch. Watch this. This is what it looks like. Now, this is a major advantage for him because he can throw it early in the count to get ahead of hitters without having to rely on his fastball, which is great. And if you look at the stats, you can see that he uses it effectively. He has thrown it 1,087 times in his career so far and only walked 15 batters. That is insane. And just for comparison, if you look at another pitcher who is known for his breaking balls, Jacob deGrom, he has walked 23 batters on just 240 changeups this season. And speaking of stats, let's take a closer look at what Winans has done throughout his professional career so far. And first I want to start with his time in the Arizona Complex League, which is the rookie league for the Tampa Bay Rays. In 2019, he played 12 games. All of them were starts, and he pitched 59 innings while giving up 38 hits and striking out 68 batters. Then in 2021, he moved up to the Montgomery Biscuits, which is the Double-A affiliate for the Rays, and had a pretty decent year. He made 22 starts and pitched 111 innings while giving up 115 hits and striking out 112 batters. And then finally, in 2022, he was promoted to the Durham Bulls, and he has made 20 starts so far this year and pitched 103 2/3 innings while giving up 93 hits and striking out 153 batters. So overall, I think it's safe to say that Allan Winans has been doing pretty well for himself throughout his career so far. Now, when it comes to his statistics, there's obviously a lot more to look at than just the surface level numbers. If you dig a little deeper, you'll see that he's actually ranked second in the Rays organization in a few different categories. First off, as I already mentioned, he's second in strikeouts with 334, only behind Shane McClanahan, who is currently pitching for the Rays in the MLB. He's also second in innings pitched with 273 and 2/3, only behind another prospect named Kyle Crick, who has pitched a few more than Winans. And he's third in the organization in WHIP with a 1.187, only behind McClanahan and Crick. All of this is good news for the Rays organization because it shows that they have a bright future ahead of them. And if you're a fan of the Rays, I'm sure you're excited about what the future holds for the team. Now, if you're wondering what the future holds for Allan, I can tell you that based on his performance so far, he's definitely on track to make it to the majors. It's just a matter of time before he gets called up to the big leagues. And I think it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. The thing that I am most excited about is seeing how he'll perform against the best competition in the game. I mean, he's dominated in the minor leagues. But it's a whole different story when you step foot into the MLB. The competition is just so much better. Every single hitter that he'll face will be able to hit his off-speed stuff, so he's going to have to rely on his fastball a lot more. And if he can dominate at the MLB level like he's been dominating in the minor leagues, then he'll be a superstar in no time. Speaking of his fastball, though, that brings me to my next point. And this is something that I've noticed about Winans' game. His fastball hasn't really changed much throughout his career. It stayed around 93 to 96 miles per hour, but his off-speed stuff has gotten better. And that's what it takes to be successful at the MLB level. You have to have a dominant fastball, which he does, but you also need dominant off-speed stuff to keep hitters off balance. And that's where he's really improved. He's shown that he can throw his off-speed stuff for strikes whenever he wants to. And that's a big difference maker. It's something that not a lot of pitchers can do, especially at the higher levels of the minors. This is why I believe that Allan Winans has what it takes to make it in the MLB. He has the physical tools to succeed. He has got a great work ethic, and he's shown that he can improve on his off-speed stuff, which is something that a lot of prospects struggle with. Overall, I think Allan Winans is a player that people should keep an eye on. He's got the potential to be a superstar, and he's already showing signs of being one. But that's all I got for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to drop a like or subscribe if you'd like to see more. But until then, we'll catch you guys next time.